Hey, hun. Okay, so let's look at what Rudy's feelings are towards you. Spirit of the highest order, Spirit angel guides of the highest order, please provide a message for Amy so that she may know how to move forward in this connection. Please deliver this message with truth and clarity and for her highest good only. Please protect us both through this reading. Amen. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards first to kind of just get the general sense of his feelings towards you. And then I'll pull tarot to clarify. Okay, so Spirit, show me what are Rudy's feelings towards Amy. I feel like you text me that for a reason, because maybe you knew that things weren't going to be the way you had hoped. You're still kind of stuck in that outdated thinking. The way that you speak to yourself and feel about yourself is still causing you to have this sort of connection with him. There's definitely this need for you to heal from toxic relationships or addiction. I feel like these relationships mirror addictive patterns. The first card that came up is the Grim Reaper with this relationship is over, that, you know, you need to grow and transform your life. Outdated thinking. And healing heart, that you need to heal from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships and addiction. So let's go ahead and just look deeper with tarot. Okay. Spirit, show me what are Rudy's current feelings towards Amy. Yeah. So he's definitely still stuck in this toxic pattern with himself, especially, and, you know, he still has a lot of ego about himself. I feel like he definitely sees himself as maybe, you know, he may outwardly say things that are like self-deprecating, but there's still this ego to him. And there's this idea of needing to not get stuck in this round and round cycle with him or with this situation. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, his egotism and your lack of confidence are causing this pattern that you're stuck in, this loop, right? It's like, I think you think maybe you've healed a bit, and, you know, maybe you have, but what I'm feeling is that, like, because you feel like you've distanced yourself either from readings or from just seeking the attention from him, that things are different, or maybe even just him saying that he wanted to, I think I remember you saying, like, he was thinking about wanting to be in a relationship again. But I feel like to him, you know, he definitely still has a lot of toxicity here with the King of Pentacles and the Devil that came out. This is definitely showing me that, you know, he's still sort of stuck in these codependent patterns, especially with his ex-wife and stuff like that. You also have this Six of Pentacles, which is sort of like this circular, this need for balance, this need for things to be an equal give and take, and they're not. When I clarify the Six of Pentacles, I have the Six of Wands in reverse and the Emperor, which shows that you really put him on a pedestal and that you're still hoping for victory, but your lack of confidence in yourself is preventing you from having that, as well as his egotism. Show me how he feels about Amy. And he doesn't trust the situation. I think he thinks that that you can be very smothering at times, and that you don't listen to what he says, like about, if he says, I don't want to do this, it's like you're not listening to the words that he's saying. Although your intuition may be telling you something different, or you're feeling a different way, he is not, he doesn't feel heard. And I feel like that's why he sort of makes those quick decisions, and he just doesn't listen to you, what you have to say, because it's just like he just goes completely left. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, she's not going to listen, so I'm not going to even give her the time of day about this. Tell me more about how he feels. Yeah, he thinks that it would be a lot of hard work long term, and that it would take a lot of persistence in order for you guys to ever have something, and that he's gearing up sort of for the worst, right? With the Seven of Wands. With the Nine of Wands. He's got a lot of pessimism and defensiveness about the relationship. That's not what you wanted to hear, and I apologize. Show me Amy's current energy towards Rudy. Yeah, you're still very hopeful that he's going to tell you that he, is interested, and that you're going to have this new phase with him. I think you're still sort of waiting for this cycle to end, that where he doesn't want you, and that a new one to begin. I feel like you are maybe even sort of blinded to the obvious ways in which he is showing you that he's not ready for something. Because I feel like, I really get this like energy that it's when you're interested in someone, especially someone like him, I feel like, there's this energy of like how you kind of initially meet this person, like your energy towards them when you initially meet them is going to be indicative of how they perceive you later on. Like he's not one to, once he assigns you a role or a personality or what have you, it's not easy for him to shift. You know what I mean? It's not easy for him to all of a sudden change his opinion of you. And he's very stubborn in that regard. And so it's hard for him to sort of see anything different. And it's just, it's not a good place for you to be in, because he doesn't make you feel very good about yourself. It's, even if you haven't been persistent with him, still going after him is going to still cause this sort of disappointment and frustration with the relationship. They're also saying that, you have this sort of overactive imagination when it comes to the connection, because you're sort of hoping that things are going to be one way when they just aren't, I feel like it's time to sort of move on. But I'll go ahead and ask what their advice is. The advice for Amy going forward. Continuing to put him on this pedestal that you have is going to lead to a lot of conflict and disagreements. And I feel like he's going to continue to be dishonest with you. And even, they're even showing me as him being very deceptive. You need to start to align with yourself again. There's a lot of fear of the unknown. I feel like you're almost afraid to let go of him because you're afraid as to what's going to happen, that you're going to be alone forever. And, you know, that's why you keep trying one more time, but that's going to really lead to a lot of unhappiness if you keep trying, even just energetically, to have another chance with him. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely this fear of change there. And you need to trust yourself and you need to move on. You know what I mean? You really do. You need to move on. The bottom of the deck there. It's time to let go of this person. It's time to let go of the relationship. You know, there's nothing that says that if you let go and let's say for some odd reason he comes back or he's interested, that you can't revisit it. If you let go and they come back, then it was meant to be, right? But kind of holding on and holding out hope is what's going to cause just further sadness for you in your life. I really love these cards. I'm just going to pull one of these for you of what are you not seeing when it comes to this relationship? What are you not seeing when it comes to this connection? These are my oracle cards. Let's see here. What's Amy not seeing when it comes to Rudy? Never-ending story, 37. These are so accurate, I feel like. Okay. So the never-ending story in reverse. This meaning is, you can kind of see that. Let's see. It's like a lady sitting on top of like one of those like little sand timers, right? And it says self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary drama. So each one of these cards has an oracle message, a prosperity message, a relationship, or a protection message. And the protection message is the message you read if it's in reverse. But I did want to kind of read just a little bit of the oracle message to you. It says, there's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary drama. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not going to fall. The voice you hear is just small, scared, and conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. That's that part of you that feels that the only way that you're going to be happy is at the hands of with another man, right? Protection message here. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All the drama will pass, and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. So yeah, I mean, I really feel like it's time for you to put you first and let go of those fears that if you distance yourself from this person, that means that you are going to be alone, right? Yeah. That's all I got for you, my dear. Sorry it wasn't a better message. Take care.